Next is from Jared Smith. The subject is Ernest Miller. What's up, K100 crew? Do you have any good Ernest Miller, Cat Miller stories? I was watching clips of him on YouTube and noticed how over he really was in 2000. Ernest was, when he came in with the Blood Runs Cold stuff, and he was a shoot karate guy, they fast-tracked him through the power plant. I mean, he didn't really get a lot of training, but he got some. But he was still a little green in the ring, but unbelievably charismatic on the microphone. Bro, this guy would be in the locker room. There was two guys in the locker room that talked more shit than anybody. Let me ask you, who are the two guys in the locker room that talk more shit than anybody, Conan?
I don't know. Maybe him and Booker or him and Stevie Ray.
Him and Booker. Yeah. Okay, so it's like so him and Booker were always like very cocky. You know, they're cutting promos in the back on everybody. Just like, but it's funny, you know. I actually went to Terry Taylor and said, bro, Ernest was not really getting a push or nothing. I said, bro, just give this guy the mic and just let him go out there and cut. He came up with a good catchphrase. Somebody called my mama. I'm going to he would do that thing where before the match, he would register his hands as deadly weapons and stuff. Bro, he was good. You know, just some guys are they're just way better on the mic than they are in the ring.
Yeah.
And that was like,
and we actually did some funny stuff, which I think you helped write. And I know for sure Eddie Teddy Bear Ferrara did, who still has mega sea monkey heat with me. Yeah. Remember when you made him for a while GM?
Yeah, and he would.
That was funny, and he would fuck with the filthy animals, and we'd get in his face, and then
fuck with everybody.
He did this shit with the young dragons. Remember that was hilarious.
He was always having the thing like because we always made the young dragons like Kato. Okay, like if you ever like anybody that used to watch the Pink, they remember the Pink Panther show. Do you remember the Pink Panther?
I remember the movie. Yeah.
Okay, what would Kato always do with the Pink Panther whenever the Pink Panther would come home? Remember, Kato would be hiding, and he'd always attack him. You know, because it was like karate stuff. They always have like this like. So wait, is that, bro? What a great gimmick for the Young Dragons to do with a guy like Ernest, who was a shoot karate guy. And they actually did some funny vignettes where they would come out like and he would like it was good stuff. I thought.
Whatever happened to him, anyways? Did he quit or?
So it's funny too. I've kind of reconnect with him a little bit. So I went to he's back in Atlanta. He went to karate school. That's what he does now. So he does well. I mean, it's a pretty good school, but it's funny too because one of the gyms I was working at in Atlanta, I overheard a couple guys like talking about Ernest, and I was like, "Yeah, I know him. I used to wrestle." And they're like, "Yeah." I go, "Hey, tell him Disco said hi." So they told him, but it's funny, bro. One of my friends from Atlanta, right? My friend Troy that comes down here a lot, and he's friends with all these guys. I mean, bro, so he always has this like there's this buddy of his, one of his new friends. This guy used to play football at Kentucky. He was EJ, right? And like EJ, like I've known EJ because I've seen him hanging out with these guys for like for as long as they've been hanging out with him. So EJ, like whenever I go back to Atlanta, EJ will hang out with us and everything. Bro, everybody calls me Disco. Okay, it's the funniest thing. He's like one of Ernest Miller. They were in town this weekend here for Las Vegas. We were out and we were talking about that. We were talking about Ernest. Bro, he never put two and two together. He's good friends of Ernest. Ernest, like his boy, never put together that I was the Disco Inferno and Ernest would be talking to him about me. And he never talked like, that was me he was talking about. And he's like, he just found out. I was like, bro, he goes, yeah, something like you didn't know that? Why did you think everybody was calling me Disco? It's like, man, I just didn't. Now I see. This is funny, But
so what is Ernest doing? He's got a karate school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does well.
Right.
Yeah, we'll bring him on the show. He'll be funny.
Yeah,
he'd be funny shit.
I just remember he had a WWE run for like a year. He wrestled a little. He did some commentary, and then he was in The Wrestler. Remember, he was Mickey Rourke's opponent at the end. Yeah, the Sheik or whatever it was.
Yeah.